I was going on Go Game. I know, I'm not in my fucking regular vicinity. Sometimes I just like to do different shit. Today's video consists of online boyfriend turns out to be a fucking creep. Let's see how creepy he get.
I'm so excited to see you. I feel like nothing changed.
Oh, his face a little off.
Like, it's still the same connection. Oh, okay. And I think you're so cute.
You gotta take it slow.
Oh my god.
You need to
What?
earn my loving.
What?
You have to earn it. There's points. We do a point system.
No, we're not doing a point system.
We're definitely doing a point system.
Fuck. This is probably the only thing I genuinely didn't like about the red pill little theory shit. Like, I feel like certain niggas, you actually need to talk down and sit down and figure out what they need to do. Cause certain niggas can't take certain advice. They do the most for it. Like, my nigga, you don't look all that to be saying, oh, we about to do a point system, bitch. Like, real shit. Like, you gotta be able to let that shit come off you. Like, your aura gotta give that. You can't just be like, oh, we got ground rules around here. You doing too much right now, twin. You feel me? Nigga was excited to say that shit. Oh yeah, bitch, let me tell you about the point system.
Favorite things to do when I travel are shopping for souvenirs, buying the local cuisine, and getting women pregnant.
All right, this is a weird nigga. I didn't know anybody could do worse than Big Ed on 90 Day Fiance. Like, nigga, what, you donate sperm for a living? I don't give a fuck if I was infertile. I wouldn't want my bitch to get pregnant by a nigga looking like this. Sorry. Baby gonna come out with a T-chart. Nigga, I don't need, no.
Very quickly, this dude is obsessed with talking about touching his knob. He says it's a hobby, but it seems to encompass his entire life and personality. He was apparently even on Dr. Phil before talking about this.
What?
Is 242 million per milliliter.
Nobody cares, you weirdo.
Astronomically really good sperm count.
I'm surprised this guy could convince a woman to be within 20 feet of him, let alone find a fiance.
But with Annie, I'm hoping that I finally found a woman that can accept me for who I am.
Nobody should be accepting you for who you are.
Originally, Annie reached out to discuss sperm donation because she's thinking about having another child.
Oh my god, what is she doing? You don't date the creepy sperm guy. And of course, she pretty much immediately regrets meeting this guy once he starts talking about weird point systems. I guess he's going to take points away from her if she does things that he doesn't like. At first, it just seems like a really awkward, inappropriate attempt at a joke, but then you realize, no, this guy's serious.
He's dead ass. Why? I don't know. I feel like I'm just such a different nigga, and I'm not even that different. I just don't see the point in meeting motherfuckers online and thinking you're gonna have a lifelong, lasting fairy tale dream relationship. Like, what? If you had to get on the internet to find love in the first place, I'm not judging, but you should in some way be aware that you might run into some Looney Tune characters. Take Left Hand Willie, for example. Niggas addicted to giving out kids. I've never met a nigga like this a day in my life.
Annie can earn or lose points by doing good and bad things. Like,
Oh my
smoking
God.
a cigarette, that's 1 point gone. Eating healthy, that gets her points. Smelling good, that gets her points. But she smells good, so she got a point for that. I'm making you work for stuff.
Yeah, this is all normal behavior. None of this is extremely alarming or terrifying. You know what I just realized? This guy and Sarper are on the complete opposite ends of the controlling douchebag spectrum.
We just see how it goes.
Maybe. If you're a good girl,
Disgusting.
we'll see how it goes. You have to earn it.
Alright.
Damn, my nigga gets no hoes, twin. There's nothing wrong with the point system. But when you let a bitch know that there's a point system, I feel like it diminishes the whole point of the point system. Like, gang, a bitch supposed to be doing good or bad on her own terms. You feel me? You can't tell her what's good and bad because you gotta accept a motherfucker for who they is. But the moment that you start labeling shit, oh, good, bad, you mean, and you really don't even know who the fuck they is, you pushing it a little too much. Like, my nigga, you jack off for a living. Who are you to judge a motherfucker?
5 points, she gets a tongue kiss. And with 10 points, she gets full on suck.
It's so disgusting how he's like, she gets this, as if it's a reward. Nobody wants that. So apparently Kyle doesn't want to move too quickly with Annie because that's what he does with the women who he gives the donations to. According to him, some of these aren't just donations, you know, they're actually done the natural way. And that's something he isn't willing to give up for this relationship, I guess. But at the same time, it feels weird to even examine this as a normal relationship because it disturbs me to think about this guy being around anybody. Seriously, this guy deserves solitary confinement. They need to toss him into that squishy room where they threw Mrs. Puff and he just rambled about points and sperm.
We have to cut this whole point system out.
I don't like that.
I think it's stupid. The connection,
Oh my god, that is terrible. recognizes how creepy and alarming all of this is, but at the same time, she should have been gone the second he brought that up. So then she drops him off at his Airbnb or whatever, and he's like, all right, I gotta look good for our date tonight. Let me do some sit-ups and get really sweaty and then not change my clothes. And I'm gonna have some good date night conversation topics. Obviously, I'm gonna be talking about my junk most of the time, and then maybe we'll talk about the point system, and I think that about covers everything.
Damn, is she bad? She don't need this shit. Get this nigga the fuck out of here. I thought he was joking about not changing. This nigga was dead ass. God damn. You gotta act like you been here before, my nigga. Nigga act like he ain't never known a bad bitch in his life.
There's other people here with shorts though.
The second that you see this creepy little barnacle dude shuffle over in the same sweaty clothing he wore at the airport, you know this is not going to be good. This isn't the time or the place to be dressed like this, and she's probably really embarrassed, but he doesn't seem to care in the slightest. He seems like he just enjoys the fact that he's doing something unusual, like it makes him more interesting or something, like it adds to his personality, when really everyone in there is like, who is this stinky little barnacle that rolled in here, and can we get him to leave, please?
Can we go to the restaurant, come in, buddy, like dress up
But
for
we
me?
don't do that in America. We do
No,
whatever.
if you love me, you do it for me, then though.
Dude, please don't try to drag the rest of us down with you. This is most certainly not an America thing. If you're going on a
Not
first
America.
date to a nice restaurant, most people are going to consider it very disrespectful if you dress like this.
Whereas Europeans, I feel like, grew up in the olden times, right? Because America's kind of a newer country.
Yes.
What the fuck did he just say?
Olden times. That's what happened. That's what we all learned in history.
Fuck, it's so hard for me to understand stupid. Like, it's so fucking hard.
So the Europeans are still in the past, like where everyone dressed up. They wore their little wigs, they wear their little gowns. And
What does she have any of that shit on?
Complicated. Just don't look like a slob.
Fucking
That's it.
dumb bitch. Acts just like the nigga from Hangover. The nigga with the baby in the harness, like just a weird goofball nigga that just thinks he's the shit whole time. He's a piece of shit. That guy.
Is that wine?
Yeah?
Oh no, that's
Oh,
what,
no.
no, that's not good. I
Oh,
told you
God.
there would be consequences for drinking.
Who are you, nigga?
To me, it seems like he just doesn't really care about making a good impression. He probably thinks that he is better and more important than other people, and therefore doesn't need to prove himself because he is already self-evidently amazing. And
There's nothing wrong with having that type of mindset. On God, live your truth, man. But like, you also have to implement that in actions. Like, I'm not saying you gotta be decked out in the latest Louis fashion, my nigga. But like, bro, some fucking jeans would be nice. Closed-toed shoes, a shirt without spaghetti stains on it, my nigga. Common courtesy. You act like you've never been with a bad bitch. This shit takes effort.
No, I don't want your chicken.
No, I'm going
I
to.
want you to get big and strong. That's why.
Please shut the fuck up.
this isn't your average everyday creep. This is an advanced creep. It's
This
like
is
this
a
guy
weird
studied
nigga.
every season of 90 Day Fiance, and he looked at all the worst people and was like, you know what? I think I could do you one better.
You know how I love my back scratches.
Oh, you know I love getting nowhere near
Yeah, I
you.
love them.
I told you this. I love those.
Okay.
And that's a requirement.
Oh my
Who
God, he gets
are-
worse.
Are you gonna miss me?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Alright,
I
okay.
feel special.
I feel sick.
He looked like a slob. He has no manners. And then he wants me to scratch his back all the time.
But, you know, at least to make up for it, he's also controlling and weird and uninteresting and unappealing in every way I can think of. He seems to have no redeeming qualities. Every time you peel back a layer of his personality, it's just another pile of garbage. He should be the first human being to be declared an environmental hazard to anybody he's within 50 feet of. Everything she notices pretty quickly is that he won't stop adjusting his junk. And of course, as always, he tries to make her seem like the weird one for pointing it out and not him for doing it.
While he's talking to me, I notice Kai continually touches his bosom or his penis. I don't know. I haven't yet figured out what it is.
This guy continuously proves himself to be absolutely repulsive. He can't
I
even
think that's enough for this nigga. I get it. Your point system, your little buddy system, whatever the fuck that was, that horse shit, cool. But you're consistently touching yourself in front of the fucking bad bitch, twin. You're done. It's one thing to act like you've been there, but when you know you ain't, and you trying to fake the funk a little too much, it really starts to stink like shit. Dude narrating, he hit the nail on the head for a lot of shit. At first I was like, damn, this nigga dick eating, he talk a little too crazy, bro. Might have to say something. But he proved his point with every action. The junk scratching is enough for me though. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think what he's doing is completely fine, completely normal, completely regular for an alpha male that fucking donates nut for a living. But you think this nigga belongs in a psych ward ASAP? Put all your thoughts down in the comments, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Be safe.
Live, laugh, love, bitch.